Hello everybody. Angie here, coming on with day 2 of my 12 days of Christmas junk journal ephemera series. Yesterday we did a really cute origami multi-fold origami fold multi-pocket for our journals, and that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that one for day 1. Day 2 we're going to do a really quick and fun and easy project. We're going to be doing some belly bands, or they can be side tucks, or they can be a bookmarker, however you choose to use them. But it's a really simple, elevates a page very highly, and so simple and so easy to do. All you need is to pull out a few of your little punches. I don't have that many, but I grabbed what I had, and the smaller ones are better. Originally, I thought of I was clearing out my hole punch. You know how you dump out all the little cutoffs and the little bits out of the holder there that holds all your the pieces that you're to throw away. And that got me to thinking of like confetti. So I started doing this, but my my hole punch has a little jagged piece on there, and it doesn't cut real precisely. So then I thought I'd use my big bite, because I have 2 different sizes there. So I used the big hole on that one for some small circles. And then I have this little star, and that can be Christmas if you wanted it to be. Okay, and then I have a little Santa punch, and I have a little Christmas tree. And then I just have a couple different sizes of circles, and I'll show you why I pulled those out as well. Okay, so all you want to do, and for this project it's best to use double-sided paper, so then you don't have to do any gluing or pasting or anything, 2 pieces of paper together, which I did not do, or I did not have, should I say. So this is a Christmas series, so I used some Christmas wrapping paper. I just cut off a strip off of my roll. I glued it back to back before I started punching. Okay, and I glued it really well. And I just took this off a roll, so it wants to curl on me, so that's flipping and flopping. So you want to glue it down really well. Put a good amount of your glue stick. Glue stick is fine, especially if you're using wrapping paper, because it's a thin paper, and the thinner the paper the better. So if you want to use like a digital, print it on both sides and then use that, or just use 2 pieces and back them up like I'm doing here. Okay, but totally up to you, customizable depending on what type of a journal you're putting on it. But like I said, this is a Christmas series, so we're trying to keep along with that theme. Okay, and then I just cut it off like that and got to cutting with my punches. Okay, make sure it's down really well, got all those air bubbles out, and I just got to punching. Okay, and I just punched and punched and punched and punched. Just like that. Okay, you don't need to see me do all that, and that's why I said double-sided paper, so it's just like little confetti pieces. Okay, so to save some time, I did a whole bunch. And I like the look that when you mix your papers, the patterns. So in this little pile here, I have some of the paper you just saw. I have some blue dotted Christmas wrapping paper, and then I threw in some book page as well, just to give it that vintage look and that vintage feel. And then you just want to mix it up. Okay, and use whatever design you have. So like these ones are stars, and I pre-cut some other ones for us to do, and just kind of put them in little packages. Here's my little Santas. Again, I did the same ones, the same papers, the red and the green, some of the blue polka dot ones, and it says Merry Christmas on one side and has polka dots on the other side, and then some book page. Did I get them all? one left in there. Don't want to leave him in there all alone. Let's pull him out. Okay, and then I've got some circles, and we won't use those circles yet. I'll show you what I have in mind for the circles. Just another alternative if it's something that you have not thought of. And what do I got here? Oh, these are my little dots. Okay, and I used my big bite for that. And again, same papers, book page, the red and the green and the blue. And then just give them each a mix. Okay? So, all we're going to be doing is making some quick, easy belly bands. Now, there's a few ways that you can do this. You can use clear packaging tape, which is a very inexpensive, easy method. It's my least favorite because I never seem to be able to get my strips lined up very easily. You can laminate it, or you can use the process that I'm doing here with you guys today, which is very inexpensive way. Go to run to your Dollar Tree and get some clear contact paper. $1.25 for this roll, guys. And just cut you a strip off. Okay. And I'm going to remove the backing. This is the most difficult part of this whole process, guys. This is such an easy little make. It's just getting it started. And once you start pulling that back, your paper wants to lay straight for you. Okay, so we're going to do the little circular. All you're going to do is just sprinkle those down on your contact paper, just randomly. Just like confetti. And you can use as much or as little as you want, of course. And just sprinkle them down on your contact paper. Okay, and be as precise as you want. You just don't, you want it to keep it kind of flat, because again, we're going in our junk journals here, so we try to keep things down to a minimum when we can. Okay, and then what I do is I put my contact paper back down and just give it a little press. Just make sure everything's good and flat and stuck to the sticky side. And then I can lift that back up. See, and there's one that just got flopped out. Let's put him down. Okay. Now we can remove the rest. There's another piece. Get him down. All right. Now we're just going to fold it back on itself. And we don't have to really worry about getting it exactly straight because we're going to cut it down anyway. And give it a good press. Get everything sealed in and flat as possible. Get all the air bubbles out that we can. And we're going to have ourselves a really, really cute, kind of like confetti belly band or side tuck. Okay, and it's simple as that. Okay, now you just cut your pieces down. So we're going to use my grid for this. And as you can see, I didn't fold it straight, but it's okay. We're going to cut all that part away. So I'm going to bring in my ruler and my finger blade. I'm going to get my sharper one here. I think this one's sharper. And we're going to cut it down. Now the size of the belly band, again, is completely up to you also. I usually like about 1.5 to 2 inches. So get a straight edge. And I'm going to do 1.5. Well, I'll do 2. We'll do 2. So then we'll cut this down into 2-inch strips. So there's 1. And they're all each random because you just there's 2. And there's 3. Got enough for 1 more. Okay, and then just throw that little extra bit. Discard that. Okay, now we just got to clean up our other ends. And for that, we can just do, doesn't have to be perfect. We can just snip. And then measure the length that you want. Usually our generals are about 8.5. So measure that, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's just like 8 1/4, so that's like perfect size. And I didn't even measure when I pulled the piece off the strip, as you could see. When we first started, I just snipped it. So that's 2, 4, 6. So these ones look like they're going to be about 8 inches each. Okay. And there you've got some Christmas belly bands to go on your journals, guys, just like that. And you just secure them down. If you want to elevate it and take it to the next step, we can decorate the edges. And that's what we're going to do on these. I'm not going to worry about doing these ones with you because it's the same process. I just wanted to show you, you can use whatever little punches that you have. Just pull those out and use whatever designs that you want. Okay, but we're going to use these ones on this one. And see, that's why you want to use double-sided paper. So if you choose to use it as a bookmark, there's decoration on both sides. You don't see some white pieces. Okay. Now, for this next step, you can have a choice. You could use washi tape. You can use book page. You can use more wrapping paper. You can use coffee dyed paper. You can use scrapbook paper, whatever you want to use to decorate the edges. On one of these, or a couple of these, I have this piece of scrapbooking paper. It's kind of got some snowflake designs on it, and I thought the blue went with some of the blue in there. So for that, we're going to use one. So what I want to do is I just want to get a little fold. So we're going to fold it we're going to give it a score at 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to give it a couple score lines, and you'll see why in just a minute. Okay, give that a crease. Burnish that down. Okay. And we'll cut that away. Okay, so this is going to be for both sides. So we just got something like that. Now we're just going to tear it. Okay, not on the crease side, but on the other side. And I would say about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 inch, totally up to you though. And we're just gonna do a rough tear. We like our little rough tears. And I'm just gonna tear this all the way down. And the reason why I did 2, because I don't think this paper is gonna be long enough to do both sides. So I need to do 2 strips. Okay, so that's one. And I'm going to come to this other side, and I'm going to do a second one. And since we have a lot of white edges, we'll go ahead and use some distress ink on that. But again, this is my make, so personalize it to whatever you want. Okay, and then we've got a second strip, just like that. And I'll go ahead and use tumbled glass. This is a very light color. Hopefully it'll be enough to cover up the white. Let's see. Yeah. So go ahead and do a little quick inking. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Everybody getting their homes decorated for Christmas and thinking about their shopping lists and all that preparation. I have plans on doing my Christmas tree today. So it is, going to be pretty much a good half-day project. I don't get as elaborate as I used to when I was a lot younger, but I still love the decorating process. Between the tree and decorating the mantle and the counters and the tables, that type of thing usually takes me about a half a day to get it all done, stopping and starting and rearranging and deciding exactly where I want to put things. And I try to change things up and do it different every year, even though I'm bringing out the same decorations that I used the prior year. I try to place them around the house differently each time, so it gives it a little different look. And then if I'm out and about, I might pick up, one or two pieces to top things off. But yeah, I don't buy new decorations every year. I don't know, is that a thing? I don't know, but I might buy an ornament or a little, a little mantelpiece or something like that new. But yeah, I don't buy new decorations every year. Okay. Got all that white covered up, I think, for the most part. All right. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to glue these right onto the ends. Slide that down in. And that's why I did 2 strips, because see, this isn't going to be long enough to do both sides. I just have that little bit left over. Okay, so then just tuck it in, butt it up right to the crease, and glue it down. And you want to use a good glue. I've been using art glitter glue, which has been fine. I haven't had any problem, but you are gluing onto plastic, so you definitely want to use a good glue. And down we go. Flip it over and do the other side. And just make sure you use a good amount of glue. Just make sure it doesn't seep out of the edges on you and get onto your plastic portion, on the clear portion. But you definitely want to make sure you use enough. And then snip off the extra. If you want to go all the way around, you can go all the way around and do the top and the bottom as well. Totally up to you. And there you go, guys. You've got yourselves a really cute belly band. Isn't that adorable? If you want to put a focal point, you can put a focal point, but I like the idea of it clear, and then whatever you have behind there showing through. Put your tag in there, and it will show. Isn't that cute? So let's do these. Let's do one with a book page. So you can see if you want like a little vintage feel, because we've got some book page in there also. Let me grab a book page. We'll do one with book page. Okay. And this one I can just fold over. It's thinner paper, a lot easier to handle. And we'll tear it off. Go about 1/4 inch. Maybe a 1/2 inch. Totally up to you. Do another fold. And tear. Try and get them about the same width on each, so you have it. Okay, and let's see. Let's do this one with Vintage Photo, or let's do Brush Corduroy, close to it. It's the one I have on top. Same process, inking it up. Okay, and glue this one down. And because it's clear, you can kind of see how far you need to go with the glue from the underside. There we go. Make sure you butt that right up to your crease line, your middle. Down we go. And do a couple snips. And there we go. Now you get an idea of how that looks with some book page. If you want to take it a step further, you could bring in a little focal image, but honestly, we're keeping this really quick, really easy. I like it just like that. If you want to make this into a bookmark, all you have to do is put in a little, if you want, put a little ribbon on the top, staple it on, and you've got yourselves a cute little bookmark. Just like that. We won't bother doing these. I'll do these ones off camera, but you get the idea. Okay? If you want to do washi tape, you can use washi tape. I don't have any Christmas washi tape, but I do have some blue. If you want to do washi tape, I'll do that one real quick. That's quick and easy. Now we know washi tape is not going to stay secure for very long, so you want to reinforce that with a wet glue. And fold it over. And I'm not lining up my tape as straight as I could, but I'm sure you guys will do a much better job. One of the sides, if you use this as a belly band, is not going to show anyway. So just want to make sure at least one side is straight. Okay, see how that white is showing on that side? So you definitely want to do a better job than what I'm doing. But that's just showing you how to do it with washi tape. You can do it plain, you can do it with washi tape, you can do it with scrapbooking paper, you can do it with book page, wrapping paper, whatever you want to use. Okay, and then it goes right in your journal. Let me grab my journal I'm working on here. And oh, and here's some other ones that I did also. Again with book page on this one, but I used the stars. The star cutouts, and I just did a real thin strip of bookmark on that rather than a little bit of a wider one there. As you can see, stars and circles. Okay, here's one I did with the wrapping paper, and I did the trees on this one. Here's one I did with the stars and book page again. And then this one I did with the white and the blue wrapping paper, and I just did a little zigzag cut with my pinking shears rather than did a rough tear with my fingers. Okay, and I really like that blue. I think the blue and the book page are my favorites. I really like that look, but it just depends on what you're going for. Okay, so let's find one to go in my journal here. Here's the day one. Here's the little origami fold multi-pocket project we made yesterday. And you can make them as long as you want. I mean, say you want like so this one. Maybe you want your belly band to go this way. Just trim it off. That's all you got to do. Trim it a little bit shorter. And you've got a belly band to go in this direction. Diagonal or vertical, whatever you want to do. Let's see. Oh, book page on book page? No. Let's see what page I want that to go on. Can't make my mind which one I want to use. I think I'll use this one. Okay. We'll bring it around to this side, I think. We'll use it right there. Okay, so then I just need to measure the page and trim it off. Just like that. And glue it down. Well, my glue wants to stick on me. Sorry about that, guys. Try one more time. We'll get it together. There we go. And I think I have a clip here somewhere. I'm gonna grab a clip to help that dry and set. Flip it around. And there we go. We won't put anything in there yet because that's plastic. We gotta give that a good amount of time to set. But where's the tag I just had? Here we go. And there we've got ourselves a cute, cute little belly band. Very simple. Just using some clear contact paper, some scraps out of your cuts, your little punches, and just line the edges either with whatever paper of your choice. And even though this is book page, it could still go into a Christmas journal. See, because we've still got the Christmas. If you wanted to, we could go a little step further, like I said, and you can put like a little topper on there. See if I have anything that might go. You know, we could put a Christmas tree on there. I don't think that's big enough though. Actually, I kind of like it just as is. I've got some sweaters here. That might be cute. No, I think I like it just as is. I just want the confetti, my little confetti belly band with my Christmas wrapping paper to stand out all on its own. There we go. Okay. I think that's secure now. So that is day 2, guys. Confetti belly band using some clear contact paper, or you can use it as you do a laminate if you want to do laminating, which you know, everybody, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I love to use my laminating machine on anything and everything. You could use packaging paper, and you do that the same way. Let me pull that. All you would do for that, I will show you. Just a quick one here. I think we have time. Let me look at the time here. Oh yeah, we've got time. Okay, so let me pull these out of the way. And if you wanted to do it with just some packaging paper, you do it the exact same way. But I tend to have a problem using this method. I never seem to get it to line up quite the way I'd like it to. But you may have a steadier hand than I. Okay, so you just lay out a long strip. You bring in your confetti. And let's see if I can get a hold of these little Santas that have sprued all over the place. Okay, and you do the exact same thing. And it's already cut down for you. You just sprinkle those about. In a good long strip. They want to stick together on me. There we go. Okay, then when you get as much as or as little as you want, and if you want to combine them, you can combine. Maybe we want to put a few stars in there also. You can do that. Totally up to you guys. Have a little fun. Who doesn't like a confetti? Okay, and this is where the difficult part comes in. I never seem to be able to get it down straight. But you just lay it back on itself. And you've got yourself an instant belly band. There we go. Get my finger out, see? Something always happens, but the end is okay. We could cut that off. And there we go. Do a little snip. Since I got a little buckle on that piece, we're going to just remove that little bit. And there we go. It wasn't too bad. Work out all those bubbles. Make sure there's no air pockets. And you've got yourself a cute belly band. Again, put it down anywhere on one of your pages. Isn't that adorable? Or if you want to use it as a side tuck. See, I haven't done the edges on there, but say we want to use one as a side tuck. Rather than putting it in the middle, you just bring it over to the edge and glue it down on 3 sides. Or maybe you want a small mini belly band. Maybe you want a belly band, which is something I do sometimes, is just a short one. And you want to put it down like that and just have a little short tuck. This tag is too big to go in there, but just a little small one like that. Isn't that cute? And then you can embellish and decorate the rest of the page like that. That is really cute as well. Okay, so that is my make for today, guys. You've got yourself a quick and easy peasy belly band using your punches, some inexpensive clear contact paper, And you've got yourself a belly band or a bookmark, side tuck, however you choose to fit it into your journals. Very easy, guys. Okay. Super, super, super simple. So if you haven't thought about it, give it a try. Great thing to elevate a page and have some fun with it, okay? And you're using very minimal supplies and scraps, really. Especially the way we did with the circle ones. We all have those bits and pieces that we have to clear away from our punches, and that can be used as decoration, okay? So go crazy, guys. Have some fun with confetti. Alrighty, thank you so very much for spending time with me. I hope you liked today's make, and I will see you for day 3, okay? Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.